Hey there, AI explorers, or should I say, future makers? Ever feel like every time you blink, AI's already 2 steps ahead? Like, one day it's completing your sentences, the next it's composing symphonies or diagnosing rare diseases. It's wild, and a little bit surreal, right? But here's the kicker, we're just scratching the surface. So today, we're not just talking about what AI is doing now, we're looking ahead. What's next? What's coming over that digital horizon that might just change, well, everything? Grab a tea, or coffee, or quantum-powered smoothie, whatever gets your neural net firing. Let's go. The smartest room in the house. Let's start with something close to home, literally. Ever notice how your devices know a bit too much about you? Smart homes are about to get smarter. We're not just talking thermostats that remember your favorite temperature. Imagine your entire environment, lights, music, even the smell of your living room, adapting to your mood before you even say a word. Some startups are already training AI models on voice tone, posture, facial expressions, all to gauge your emotional state. Creepy? Maybe. Convenient? Absolutely. But it's not just comfort. Think of elder care, homes that alert you if grandma hasn't taken her meds or fell down without calling for help. It's not sci-fi anymore. It's beta testing. Healthcare. The silent revolution now. Let me hit you with this. AI isn't just helping doctors, it's becoming part of the diagnosis. You've probably heard of tools like IBM Watson Health, but newer players like Path AI and Analytic are making some serious noise. We're talking about machines spotting cancer cells better, yes, better, than experienced specialists. Not because doctors aren't brilliant, but because machines don't get tired, distracted, or emotionally drained. Still, and this is important, AI isn't replacing doctors. It's more like a sidekick. Think of it as Batman and Alfred, if Alfred had a GPU cluster. Creative chaos, and then there's the artsy side of AI. Yeah, we're not just crunching data, we're composing symphonies, painting surrealist nightmares, and writing short stories that almost pass the Turing test. Ever tried ChatGPT-4, or its weirdly poetic cousin, Claude? These models are giving writers and musicians a creative partner that doesn't sleep or judge. But also, it brings up that weird question: what happens to creativity when machines can mimic inspiration? Spoiler: it gets messier before it gets clearer. But also, it might just give humans space to be more human. More editing, less writer's block. More improvisation, fewer blank pages. That feels? Kinda. Alright, let's get into the weird stuff. We're not talking about AI that thinks like a human, but one that maybe responds like one? Some emotional AI models are now trained to pick up on micro-expressions, vocal tremors, all that tiny human stuff we didn't even realize we notice. Imagine virtual therapists that actually listen, like Wobot, but smarter and more attuned. Or virtual friends that understand when you're being sarcastic, or just tired. Yeah, that uncanny valley is shrinking fast. Still, here's a question. Do we want machines to understand us that well? Or are we just lonely enough to let them try? Tiny tangent. What AI still can't do now, before we all start prepping for the robot uprising, a quick reality check. AI's not magic. It's math. Glorified pattern recognition. It doesn't understand meaning like we do. It doesn't want. It doesn't feel. It doesn't even know it's talking. That poem it wrote about sunsets? Just pixels on a page. But here's the weird beauty of it: even without consciousness, it's pushing us to think harder. About ethics. About humanity. About where we draw the line between tool and companion. So, what's on the horizon? Smarter systems. Better collaboration. Some really strange questions about identity, creativity, and consciousness. But also, maybe, a future where machines help us become more human, not less. Thanks for hanging out today. If you're curious, skeptical, or just plain fascinated by where all this is headed, hit that subscribe button. And hey, leave a comment. What AI innovation excites or terrifies you the most? Catch you in the future.